just don't like you no more.
I can't say I wasn't biased when I started to watch Banshees of Inisherin. I loved everything that Martin McDonagh made so far. In Bruges, I mean, come on. Seven Psychopaths, one of the weirdest, best dark comedies I've ever watched. And of course, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which was a masterclass in dialogue writing and acting. And by far, it was the biggest movie that he made. Banshees of Inisherin has two actors who worked with Martin McDonagh in Bruges, Colin Farrell and Branden Gleeson. Before I start the review, let's talk about the plot. In a small village located on an island in Ireland called Inisherin, Podrick, played by Colin Farrell, goes to his friend's house, Colin, so they can go to the pub afterwards, like they do it every single day. But something strange happens. Colin does not want to talk to Podrick anymore. That's it. That's the plot. And by the way, the movie happens in the early 1920s. Banshees of Inisherin has to be the most personal movie by Martin McDonagh. It has all the elements. Choosing the place and the language of his heritage, two actors who are his friends to be honest, and even in one interview he said that he wrote the roles for Colin Farrell and Branden Gleeson, and only this movie has 3 or 4 characters who are important. No fuss, no guns, no threats, nothing. It is just a man who stops talking to his friend in a small village. Even the darkness of this movie compared to his previous movies are not as dangerous and as evil like them. It's just about humanity and small villages. The dialogues of this movie are as good as you expect from a Martin McDonagh movie. They are sharp, short, funny and sad at the same time, and the silence of this movie plays a bigger part compared to his previous movies. The cinematography, well, it's an island, so of course the nature does most of the job. It is magnificent and beautiful. The actors were all great in their roles, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win huge awards for this movie. Colin Farrell had more to do compared to anyone else, but he never drops the ball. He plays a simple villager who is surprised of what happened to him, and the more he thinks, the less he understands. I think this is the best performance I've ever seen of Colin Farrell. Branden Gleeson is more quiet and pensive, but of course it doesn't mean he doesn't have a lot of lines. He delivers wonderfully when needed. Other actors were great as well. Maybe the addition of Barry Keoghan was again wonderful. I can't find something bad about this movie to say. I know I was biased, but this movie is just too personal and precious to touch. It said what it wanted to say in the best possible way. There were some times at the movie that it talked about matters like war, but it treated these matters with the eyes of the villagers who hear gunshots from afar. And that's it. That was the whole thing, because when the movie was happening, in that time, I don't know if it's real or not, sorry for this, but it seems to be a civil war in Ireland. Things like losing a loved one, leaving the family, abusive parenting, the people who never shut up and talk behind your back, religion and even alcoholism were all addressed in the movie, but they never became too much on the nose. I love this director and his world because he talks about the very soul of human beings. And that's it, that's my review. What were your thoughts on Banshees of Inisherin? And what is your favorite Martin McDonagh movie? Comment your thoughts and opinions down below and let me know. As always, if you have other suggestions, again, comment down below and let me know. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, bye.